no, what happened? It's a fire, an actual fire. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if I can stop this. I want to come back over here to the college town and show you a little bit about how I'm going about the planning and layout process to get this town off the ground. I'm using cobblestone and stripped dark oak logs to put together a little bit of a layout for where I want all the buildings to go in this village, and I don't necessarily think I'll stick to all these materials. This is just how I'm determining the layout of where everything goes. I stopped the recording because a thunderstorm rolled in, so I slept to change back to daylight so I could keep recording. And then this happened. Oh no, what happened? It's a fire, an actual fire. I've got a bucket on me. I'm gonna fill it up really quick. I'm glad I'm not too far away from the water. At least that's something. But you guys, it's already taken out so much of the structure. It must have been burning for a little while. Do you think this was the thunderstorm? You guys, I think that my building got struck by lightning. I'm gonna have to work really fast. This is so bad. No, 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 no. I worked to put the fire out through the entire day, all through the night, and a good part into the next day. And finally, things started calming down, and it looked like I had it managed. The problem is, the damage was severe. I am really lucky that all my librarians survived the fire, although it got really close over here by a couple of them. I'm pretty sure this was a lightning strike. The storm happened and I was just down by the house and happened to look up. I'm glad I caught it when I did. I'm glad I had a bucket, although I wish it had been full of water. I wasted a lot of time going down to the water. The saddest part of the devastation came with the loss of 2 brand new employees that we had just trained to join us here at the college, and a cat that lived down in the library. All 3 were lost. It can be really hard to know what to do when really dramatic and difficult things happen. We got the fire out, which was the first step, but how to move forward, what to do moving on. Should we rebuild? Should we build something new? I just don't know all the answers yet. I decided to ask the local villagers if they had any suggestions for how to move forward. This was their town, after all, and I just knew they'd been here longer. Maybe they'd seen some damage like this in the past. So I started talking to quite a few of them. Most of them are sad. They didn't know what to say. Everybody was very traumatized by the events. But one of the villagers had some really good advice. They said that there was a wise entity, and I should seek out their advice. This being watched over the land and was known by all people as the Crystal Guardian. They were even nice enough to give me a map so I could seek them out myself. I thanked the villager and then I packed my bags and set out on an adventure. The path to the Crystal Guardian was dangerous and steep and cold, but I was determined to find whoever this entity was and ask them what this village should do next, how I should help them move forward. Finally, right over the edge of the mountains, I saw it. The Oracle. The Crystal Guardian's Oracle. I dropped a single crystal shard down into the deep, dark well that stood before me, just wishing and hoping that something would hear me. And then the light changed. The atmosphere changed. I could feel the air tingling around me. And then a voice.
Welcome, inhabitants. You are wise to seek my counsel. The path to healing will come with building. Rebuild all that was injured. Build anew to remember in the future.
My spirits were so bright on the way home. I was filled with such an energy and a willingness to get back to the village and build everything back up. We needed to make that college house just like it was before the fire. And the Crystal Guardian said to build anew, so we would remember. I think that means we need to make a memorial. First things first, though, we must rebuild the college and put it back to its former glory. We did it! It took longer than I expected, but we finally got the entire building put back together. It may not be brick for brick identical, but the majesty of the building has been recovered. We went from this to this. The Oracle said we needed to build anew, something to remember, and so of course a memorial would be perfect, and I think this is the right spot for it. There's a beautiful patch of grass up here right at the top of the stairs. It's very near the building, it's by the entrance to this whole little town, and I just think it's the right place to put a memorial. I'm imagining a torch statue, but I also want it to be surrounded by some beautiful nature, trees, and lots of flowers so that it's kind of a lush garden area. The memorial came out just as I imagined, but it's also inspired me to build something else that's new, something to honor the Oracle and the guidance that it gave. So I think we should put together a church here in the village. We did, after all, start this entire journey with a desire to build up this area, and we got so sidetracked by things going on in the world with the fire and everything that needed to be accounted for. So let's do some of our old plan with the new plan. Build something new, honor the Oracle and the guidance that it gave us, remember the fire, but also make some progress building up this town. On the hill over here, by the entrance to the village, I have a cleric all trained up and ready for trades, and I think this is the perfect spot for our church. Let's do it. I'm excited to introduce you to two brand new employees who have joined us here at the college. The first is our receptionist. This is Barnaby. Barnaby knows everything about the college. He knows who is who and what is where, and he can help anybody with any question that they might have. Barnaby is also super friendly. He's that guy that everybody wants to know, and it's probably because, everybody sees him all the time. Downstairs is a very different story. Our second employee was hired for experiments. Dr. Valerian does experiments in the basement to try and improve the educational quality of the villagers who are here, and of course his cat who joins him. Now the cat doesn't have a name. Maybe you guys can help me with that. Anyhow, nobody really comes to visit Dr. Valerian. He is good at his job. Now that everything has been recovered and we're moving on, I went back to the Oracle to visit, to express gratitude, and I put another crystal down into the well to see if the Crystal Guardian would speak to me again. I told the Crystal Guardian everything that we had done with the memorial and the church and the rebuilding in town, and told him how appreciative we all were for the guidance and direction it gave us. And then just as before, the air changed.
Welcome, inhabitant. I've seen your efforts, and they are pleasing. Because of your endeavors, I will bless this land.
We were on our way to a beautiful future, and I can't wait to get back into building up more new. I hope you had as much fun on this journey as I did. With that, I wish you all the best. Minecraft Day.